conditioner turned on when you walked in, Jean? Did you
Thank
say
the
that?
Lord, thank the Lord.
You had that planned.
I did.
All right, how are we feeling?
In need of yoga.
All right. Well, I have a gift. We're going to actually start in supported fish this morning. So we're going to take those blocks, make the letter T behind you on the mat. Remember, whatever height you need right off the bat. Reclining back, long block between the shoulder blades with that melting feeling on the chest. Second block is your pillow, whatever height you need. We'll let the legs be nice and long. Arms out to the sides, palms up. Beginning to find that breath. Everything beginning to soften and settle. Full deep breath into the nose and sigh out. Once more like that, full breath in and sigh it out. One last breath. Begin to bend the knees, placing the feet flat. Turn the palms down at your sides. As always, the option to roll off the blocks onto your side if your back is tender today. Or pressing into the palms, tuck the chin and begin to roll your way up to your easy seat. You can always sit up on a block here if you like. On your inhale, sweep the arms up. Side bend to the right, releasing the right hand, lengthening through the left fingers, pressing that left hip down. Inhale to center. Other side. Inhale, come back to center. This time we'll twist. Twisting to the right. Right hand behind, left hand to knee. Lengthen through the spine. Softly rotate. Keeping your twist on the inhale, bring the right arm up. And side bend to the left. Sit up tall, release the arm, come back to center. Inhale, twist to the left. And find the length, and then the rotation. Rotation, left arm rises, side bend away. Rising back up, release the arm down, come back to center. Just going to do some body circles today. Just let yourself start to lean forward, making as big or as little circles as you like. You can let the neck go loose, the head join the circle if it feels good. The next time you come to the front, reverse your circles. Coming to a stop in the front, sit up nice and tall. We're going to come over to hands and knees. You can sweep the feet or give yourself a little pop up and over. A little love for the wrists first. So making sure the wrists are right beneath the shoulders, palms flat, fingers spread. Press firmly down and then start to just shift forward and back. This is your range of motion. You want to feel a nice little stretch, but not too much. The palms stay flat. So the palms start to pop up. Don't go quite so far forward. Settling into the center. Turn the fingertips to the outsides of the mat. Same movement, but side to side, shifting and shifting. So it's not about the hips, although of course they will sway with you. Really press into the palms, feel the ground. Settling into center, last one. Turn the fingers to face the knees or as far around as you can go. That can be plenty. It's right there, you're feeling a big stretch, stay put. If you want to take it deeper, you can just shift the weight back. Again, making sure the palms stay flat. Try not to put a lock in the elbow. Shifting back to the center, one hand at a time, give it a little shake, flip it around. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, tug it around. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time to cow. Last time to cat. Coming back to neutral. Extend the right arm forward, bicep by the ear, thumb to the sky. Stay here if you're feeling wobbly, or begin to extend that left leg back, finding your bird dog. Lengthening in both directions, fingers to toe. Take one more breath, maybe lift a little higher. Release only the hand back to the mat. Bend your knee. We're gonna do hip circles. So we're gonna drop it down, open it out, come back around. Just find your range of motion here. Try not to do any dance moves here. Just circling in the hips. I know you are. Now the next time you come down, pause and reverse. Come up, out, and in. Up, out, and in. It's waking those hips up this morning. And rest. Nice work. Going straight to the other side. Left arm forward, right leg. Strong core, really lengthen and breathe. One more breath. Release only the hands. Bend the knee. Make those circles. Out, down. And you know we're going to go both directions. So if you go the opposite direction to start off, it doesn't really matter as long as we get both directions. So don't beat yourself up about it. It's morning. It's Monday. Next time the knees are down, reverse your direction. One last one. And rest. Tuck the toes, take a breath in. Down dog on your exhale, press those hips up and back. And as always, the first time we land here, any movement you need. You need to pedal, shake your head, whatever it may be. Finding still. Take one last inhale. On the exhale, walk forward to your hands, find ragdoll. Fingers resting on the earth or grabbing opposite forearms. Hinge from the hip and let gravity bring you down. Over as much of a bend in the knees as the hamstrings need. Releasing the fingers. Slow roll up the spine, coming all the way up. Reach tall when you get there. And hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Interlace all but that first finger. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath in. On the exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, tall. Take it to the left. Come back to the center, release the fingers, fold forward. Flat back. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step the left foot back, low lunge. Release the back knee, the back foot. Inhale, rise up, find that modified crescent. And then release the hands to the thighs. So we're going to do some mobility for the ankle. So really concentrate on pressing into the heel and not letting the heel pop up. From here, we're going to shift forward and then press back to center. So we're focusing on that front ankle. That's why the back knee is down, so you have support and balance. You go as far as you can, not letting that heel pop up. You also get that hip flexor in the back when you go forward. Last one. Come to center. Inhale the arms up. Half split. Fingers to the mat. Lift the front toe, straighten the front leg. Remember, length more than depth. Really lengthen through the tailbone to the back of the room, crown of the head to the front of the room. That fold will happen on its own. Always keeping that breath flowing. Next breath, shift forward. Plant the left hand. On your next exhale, hand down, twist right arm to sky. Press out, lift tall. Stay here, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, find your lunge. One more breath. Circle the top hand to the earth. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step forward and fold. Flat back. Fold. Rise all the way up. Hands to heart. Inhale, interlace. Side bend right. Inhale, center. Take it left. Inhale, tall release. Fold forward. Flat back. Plant the fingers, bend the knees, right foot steps back. Knee and foot release. Inhale, rise tall. Hands to thigh. Shifting forward. Press it back. Keep that movement. First time you do this, it might feel weird. But after a few times, your ankle does start to loosen. It starts to feel really nice. One more. Coming to center. Inhale the arms up. Half split on the exhale. Fingers to the mat. Lift the toe. Remember, the more you pull that toe towards the knee, the more the hamstring joins the party. Next breath, shift forward. Right hand plants this time. On the exhale, left hand to the sky. Stay or tuck the toe, lift the knee, finding the lunge. One more breath. Circle the arm down. This time, step back to your plank. First time plank holding. Remember, long line, crown of the head to the heels. If you're not sure if your butt is sinking, peek in the mirror. Y'all look really good this morning. Knees or toes lower all the way to the belly. Release the toes. Inhale, cobra. And release. We'll do two more of those. Inhale, cobra. And release. Last time, rising to your cobra. Lift your hands. Oh. Cobra's a back exercise, not a push-up, y'all. Put your hands down. Release your chest. I got you. Take a breath in. Hips to heels, child's pose. My teacher used to call those presence checks. Although she'd do it while you were balancing. Inhale, tuck the toes. Down dog. Full breath in. Let it go. On the inhale, get ready. Bottom of the exhale, step, or if you're ready, jump to the front. Flat back. Fold. Rise all the way up. Hands to heart. Peek at your feet. Make sure you're at least hip distance. Take that breath and reach tall. Chair pose, Utkatasana, have a seat. First time here, find that alignment. Weight in the heels. Remember, you can always do the toe wiggle check. Think of that block in between your legs. Activate those inner thighs. Long line up the spine, up the fingers. Beautiful. Holding that chair. Hands can stay up or they can come to heart if you need to. Shift the weight into the right foot. Come up on the left toe. You can stay just like this. If you're ready for more challenge this morning, take that left foot completely off the ground. Stay in that chair. Find that focus. One more breath. Step back. Lower the toe. Lift the chest. Crescent lunge. Nicely done. What does that mean on the Monday one? Beautiful. Take that breath in. Exhale, sweep the arms back, hover over that front thigh. Let that weight in the front heel, ball of the back foot, waking up that glute. Inhale, rise up. And open to warrior two. Let that heel come down, rotate the hip. Adjust your stance as you need. There's no shame in that. For most people, that is where the wonkiness comes in. That knee starts falling in. Roll it up. Beautiful. Hold those legs strong. Flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior. Supporting on that back leg, or if you're ready for the little half bind, you can. Next breath, coming back to warrior two, headed for side angle base. Front arm to thigh, top arm to sky. Lift out of that bottom shoulder. And take the top hand, extended side angle, bicep by the ear, fingers to the front of the room. Really feel the length all down the side of the body. Keep the legs strong and steady. We're going to flow this. On the inhale, begin to rise through warrior two and all the way back to reverse. Coming back through warrior two. Landing extended side angle. One more time, lifting, coming all the way back, strong legs. Coming back through center. Extended side angle. Hold here for a breath. Release the hand down to the mat. Roll on the ball of the back foot, finding your runner's lunge. Step back to your plank. Knees or toes, use those triceps. Lower yourself all the way down. Keeping the hands beneath the shoulders. We're going to do our cobra with the knee bend. Inhale, lift the chest, bend the right hand. And release. Lift the chest, bend the left. And release. Lifting the chest, bend both. And release. Take a breath in. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose, just for a moment. Inhale, tuck the toes. Down, down. Full breath in. Let it go. Inhale, get ready. Bottom of the exhale, travel forward. Flat back. This time as you fold, bend the knees right away. Lift just the chest, coming straight into that chair, nice and low. And stay long or come to heart. Shift the weight into the left right toe or full hover. I've heard this pose called a flamingo. You got it. Keep bent in that supporting leg. Begin to step back, toe to the earth. Then lift the chest. Crescent lunge. Front knee bending as close to 90 as you got. A little bend in the back leg for support or press through the heel, fine leg, but you're still on the ball of the back foot. Breath in. Exhale, sweep and hover. Inhale, rise up. Open to 2. For those first few moments are for your alignment. You find what works. Make sure that front toe is facing the front of the room. Strong legs, flip the front palm, reverse. Try to do the same arms on this side you did on the first. Returning to warrior 2. Side angle waist, front arm to thigh, top arm to sky. Press out of that bottom shoulder. Next breath, extended side angle, arm to the front of the room. There's always space between the ear and the shoulder, so if you're scrunching up, roll back and down with that shoulder. We're going to come to that flow. Strong legs, strong core. Begin to rise into warrior 2 and all the way back to reverse. Coming back through 2. Extended side angle. Coming back up. Reverse. Last time through center. And extended side angle. Holding here for another breath or 2. Last breath. Top arm rotates to the earth, frame the foot, ball of the back foot. Step back to plank. Our first vinyasa before you move. Decide what your vinyasa is today. Take that inhale here. Lower as you exhale. Back bend. Down dog. Next. Remember, your vinyasa can be hold plank, press to down dog. Remember, if you're leading with your hips, put your knees down. Form is always more important than fancy. Take one more breath. Let it go. Inhale the right leg up behind you, back row, be careful of the bar. Bend the knee, let your hip open. Kind of like you're kicking yourself in the butt. Want that little stretch back in the hip flexor like we were doing earlier. Inhale, straighten the leg. On the exhale, step it all the way forward to that runner's lunge. So remember, you can always grab it and put it where you need it to go. So we're going to flow from here to pyramid variation 3 times. So staying on the ball of the back foot, take an inhale. As you exhale, straighten the front leg, let yourself fold. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, straighten. One more round, coming to runners. And pressing back. Bend the knee, shift forward, runner's lunge. Release the back heel, setting warrior feet. On the inhale, rise up. Warrior 1. Remember all those little cues for your warrior. Bending that front knee, playing with the angle of that back foot so you can square forward the best you can. Take that breath in. Release the hands behind, interlace. Inhale, lengthen down, open across the collarbones. Humble warrior on your exhale. Hinge from the hip, shoulder towards the inside of the knee. Firm pressure in both feet. Hands can stay on the small of the back, or if your shoulders allow, you can begin to lift them a little bit. We're going to play a little bit here today. If your hands are really high off your body, bring them down a little bit. Keep opening across the collarbone. On your next exhale, begin to rotate the chest open to the left. Keep bending that front knee, lengthening that spine. Softly rotate back down. Release the fingers, hover them by your sides. On the inhale, rise back to warrior one. And open to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Everybody's favorite sentence. Flip the front palm, archer. Take it back. Difference between archer and reverse warrior is the front leg is straight. On the breath, keep the legs straight. Come back to the center. Triangle, hinge, and slide down that wall. Good place for your block here. Remember, never about the floor. Long legs and an open chest. Keeping that breath flowing in and out through the nose. With strength of core on the next exhale, rise all the way back up. Keep the arms out, turn all 10 toes forward and parallel. Do a little standing camel this morning. Releasing the hands to the small of the back, fingers up or down, your preference. Roll the shoulders back and down, pull the elbows in. Heavy tailbone, tuck the chin in. As you're ready, begin to arch back. We've done this one a few times now. Remembering heavy tailbone. We're not bending the knees out to the front. We're not shoving the pelvis forward. That arch is coming from mid and upper spine. One more breath. Come all the way back up. Inhale the arms up. Fold it all the way down. Enjoy this fold. Shift your hands to your favorite place, whether that's in front of you on the floor or a block. Reaching out to the outsides of the feet or ankles. Uber flexies, you can reach behind you between the legs with the palms flat on the earth. Remember where the focus of the stretch is. Hamstrings and your spine. So if you're really rounded, come up a little, find length, and then fold back down and see if you feel a difference. For some people, the answer will be yes. For some, it will be no. Both are perfectly okay. Next breath, fingers back to the front. Inhale, find a flat back. As you exhale, begin to walk yourself back to the front of the mat, rotating the feet with you, refinding that runner's lunge. Step back to your plank. Make your choice, take a breath in. Vinyasa as you exhale. Meeting back up in down dog. Full breath in. Let it go. Left leg rises on the inhale. Let that knee bend and the hip open. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, step it all the way forward, that runner's lunge once again. Take your breath in here. Exhale, straighten the front leg, pyramid variation. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Shift forward. Last time, straighten and fold. Coming back to runner's lunge. Release the back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Make your adjustments. Release the hands behind, interlace. Inhale, open across the collarbones, maybe arch back. Humble warrior on your exhale. Hinge. Keeping that length. Strengthen both legs. I know I sound like a broken record. Stay nice and low. On the next breath, begin to rotate that shoulder open. Don't hold your breath. Softly begin to rotate the chest back down. Release the fingers to your sides. Inhale, warrior one. Open to two. Straighten the front leg. Lift the front palm. Reverse into archer. Nice long side body stretch. Keeping the legs straight and strong, lift the chest back to center. Triangle on this side, hinge, and slide down that wall. As always, your gaze is wherever it feels good on your neck. So you can look down, straight ahead, or up at the hand. And think of that toaster analogy. Can you get your hips and shoulders in line, or at least closer? Yes, I know some days the answer is no. That looks very straight. You got it. Next breath, use that core strength, rise all the way back up. All 10 toes point forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. This time we're going to add a little twist here. Fingertips, fists, or palms on the earth right beneath your nose. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, open the right arm to the sky. Inhale, release down. Exhale, left. Inhale, down. Exhale, right. Bring it down. Last time, left. Release the hand down. Coming into a little side lunge. Again, fingers, fists, or palms on the earth. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Come back to center. Take it left. One more like this, then we're going to add. Coming back through center to right. Back through center to left. Taking it to Skandasana. Come back through center over to the right. Walk the hands with you this time. Lift that left foot up off the earth. I should say the left toe. If you can lift the whole foot, you're excused. Fingers can stay for support. If it's a good day, maybe you can lift that chest, lift the hands. You'll lose balance, it's all good. Fingers down if they're up, begin to shift back through center. A little crab walk all the way to the left. Let the toes lift. Strong core. Fingers stay down, or if you want that challenge, see if you can lift. You'll find one side usually likes you better than the other. Fingers to earth. Come back to the center. Straighten the legs, straighten the spine, take a breath in. Little bend in the knees, begin to walk yourself back around to the front of the mat. Refine that runner's lunge. Step back to plank. Last vinyasa for today. Lower down. Back bend. Down dog. Take a full breath in. And let it go. Release both knees down to the earth, tabletop. One sneaky balance before we move to the rest of our mobility. So we're going to do crisscross bird dog because it's fun and it makes you laugh and it's Monday and we need that. So take your right hand, place it on the earth directly under your nose. Cross your left hand behind. So on the earth, your hands look like that. Engage the muscles in the back and the core. And then just like the bird dog we did in warm-up, begin to extend your right leg back behind you. We're going to do both sides, so if you're right and left confused, it's okay. So remember, if it's working good today, work on squaring the hips and shoulders back to the ground. If you're just happiest up, rock it. One more breath. Release the leg. Keep the hands. Re-engage left leg. Or the opposite if you were opposite. The trick here is keep the muscles in the core and the back engaged. Arms are strong, but elbows aren't locked. My daughter calls this a party trick. One more breath. Release the knee. Sit back on your heels. Give your wrist a shake. And we'll see if the other side's any better today. Come back forward to table. Left hand under the nose. Right hand crosses behind. Engage. Start with the left leg. So it is a balance. Find that focus point. Keep the breath in and out through the nose. One more breath. Release the knee. Try the other leg. I love this one because it's an equalizer. We're taking all those strong central muscles out of the equation and we're using all those tiny little crisscross connectors. That's why some of you who can balance and dance or tree for hours will find this one actually challenging. One more breath. Release it down. Go ahead and sweep your feet to the side and come to sit. My daughter calls it a party trick because she makes her friends do it after they've had a couple. I don't ask more questions than that. All right, we're going to come into deer legs, but we're going to come into a little mobility flow with our deer. So you're going to start with your right shin forward, left shin back. Sitting up nice and tall. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate back, front, fold, front, back. It'll make more sense when we start. Hands for support, or if you're feeling really good and you want to really challenge yourself, you cannot use your hands. I suggest starting with them though. So all you're going to do is shift back a little bit, and you're going to rotate, 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 hold, sit tall, fold forward. Come back up tall. Rotate the knees. Rotate. Rotate, hold, lift tall, fold forward. One more time, both sides. Rotate. Rotate. Rotate, lift, and fold. Last one, lifting up. Rotate. 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 And fold. Nice. Sitting up nice and tall. Bring that back leg forward. Come up into a little reverse table today. So planting your feet, hands come behind, fingers face the body. Remember, if that's tough on your wrists, they can also be diagonal. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift the chest. Take that breath in. Press into the feet, lift the hips. So you can tuck the chin and softly control the head back if that feels good. If it makes you feel dizzy or nauseous, just keep your head in a line. One more breath. Softly release the hips down. Stretch the legs out. Peek behind you, make sure you have enough space. We're going to use our roll down to get down. Toes are pointed, legs are zipped. Squeeze that core in, think of that core sit. And curl in like you were just sucker punched. Begin to roll your way down. Remember, fingers can support. If feet pop up, perfectly okay. Beautiful. If you're still going, keep going. If you've arrived, bend the knees, place the feet on the earth. 2 flowing bridges today. Remember, feet are hip distance, arms long at your sides. On the inhale, begin to lift the hips, bringing the arms up with them, biceps by the ears. And then slowly release everything back in. Inhale, rise up. This time, keep the hips up. Let the arms come down. Settling into your favorite version of bridge. Maybe interlacing underneath or holding ankles. Or just pressing into the soles of the feet, squeezing those knees towards each other like you're trying to hold a block or a book there. A lot of times, especially when we're tired, we'll let those knees flare out. Work on bringing them in if possible. One more breath. Release any grip you have, and like you're moving through mud, begin to slowly roll down your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Hips touch, last. Nice. When the hips finally touch, step your feet a little wider than your hips. Begin to take just a few more windshield wipers. You'll notice a similarity here to the deer maneuver we just did. The next time your knees fall to the left, allow them to stay there, coming to a variation on spinal twist, opening the arms to a T or a cactus. You can stay here with your feet and the knees wide, or if you like, come to the figure 4 version, taking the bottom foot on top of the top knee. If for any reason this is a painful version for your hips or your knees, you just bring that top knee forward, stack the knees into a double twist. Releasing if you're bound, come back through center and over to the other side. Making your adjustments, your choices settle into your spinal twist on this side. Releasing the twist, come back to center. Bring the knees gently up into the chest. If there's any other movement you need before we move into Shavasana, take it here. Taking a full inhale. On your exhale, Shavasana, stretching yourself out into your favorite shape. Yoga is not about the pose. It's not the alignment of toes or hips or shoulders. It's not about the form. Yoga is an invitation to explore, not a command performance. It speaks the language of the soul. In the flow of breath and motion, Yoga coaxes us from the confines of the known, across the silent threshold into vastness. Yoga is the union of prayer and movement, guided from inside. It is the healing and the joy of saying yes to life. Breathe, relax, and feel the body receive its own truth. The seed of freedom flowers within each of us whenever we are open to what is real. Begin to deepen your breath. Bringing a little wiggle to fingers and toes. Lengthen the arms overhead one final time. Softly rolling to your side, begin to make your way up to your easy seat. With hands on knees or hands apart. Take one final full breath in together. And let it all go. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. Have an outstanding week. And until next time, namaste. Namaste.